Imagine an athlete so dominant that defenses had to rewrite their playbooks just to try and slow him down. A player who could bulldoze linebackers, leap over safeties, and turn a short pass into a touchdown highlight. Now imagine that same athlete becoming one of the biggest personalities in sports, known not only for his football greatness, but also for his larger-than-life charisma. That's Rob Gronkowski, or simply Gronk. But behind the fun-loving party persona lies the story of a determined competitor, a relentless worker, and one of the greatest tight ends to ever step on a football field. Let's dive into the incredible journey of Rob Gronkowski, from his childhood roots to his rise as an NFL legend. Early life and family background. Robert James Gronkowski was born on May 14, 1989 in Amherst, New York. From the beginning, sports were in his DNA. Rob grew up in a family that seemed destined to produce athletes. His father, Gordon Gronkowski, ran a fitness equipment business and was a former college football player at Syracuse. Rob was one of 5 brothers, and every single one of them ended up playing professional sports at some point, with several reaching the NFL. Growing up in a family of athletes meant competition was everywhere. In the backyard, in the driveway, even at the dinner table. Rob once said that his brothers toughened him up because there was no such thing as taking it easy when they played. Whether it was football, basketball, or hockey, the Gronkowski boys pushed each other to their limits. Childhood and love for sports. As a kid, Rob was bigger than most of his peers, but he wasn't just about size. He had coordination and athleticism that stood out. Initially, he loved playing hockey, but eventually, his height and strength made football and basketball more natural fits. He also loved to entertain, often making jokes and pulling pranks, giving the world an early glimpse of the personality fans would later adore. By the time Rob reached high school, it was clear he was something special. He attended Williamsville North High School in New York, where he played football, basketball, and baseball. On the football field, he dominated as a tight end and defensive end, quickly gaining attention for his size, speed, and ability to catch passes. Later, his family moved to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, where Rob transferred to Woodland Hills High School. That's where he really started to turn heads nationally. His combination of strength and athletic ability made him nearly unstoppable, and he quickly became one of the top tight end recruits in the country. College years at Arizona. After finishing high school, Gronkowski decided to play college football at the University of Arizona. From the moment he stepped on campus, he was a force to be reckoned with. As a freshman in 2007, he made an immediate impact, scoring 6 touchdowns and earning freshman All-American honors. In his sophomore year, he exploded for 672 receiving yards and 10 touchdowns, setting school records for a tight end. His ability to stretch the field and dominate defenders was rare for the position. Analysts were already calling him a future NFL star, but then came a major setback. In 2009, during what would have been his junior year, Rob suffered a severe back injury that required surgery and forced him to miss the entire season. For many young players, that kind of injury could derail their dreams. For Gronk, it was just another challenge to overcome. Entering the NFL. Despite his injury concerns, Rob Gronkowski declared for the 2010 NFL Draft. Teams knew he was a risk because of his back problems, but his talent was undeniable. The New England Patriots, always willing to take a chance on greatness, drafted him in the 2nd round with the 42nd overall pick. That decision would change the course of NFL history. From the moment he stepped on the field in New England, Gronkowski became quarterback Tom Brady's favorite target. In his rookie season, he scored 10 touchdowns, setting a Patriots rookie record. Fans were already catching Gronk fever. Dominance in the NFL. The next several years cemented Gronk's reputation as the most dominant tight end of his era. In 2011, his second season, he put up video game numbers: 90 catches, 1,327 yards, and 17 touchdowns. The most ever by a tight end in a single season. He was unstoppable. Defenders didn't know how to handle him. If they put a linebacker on him, he was too fast. If they used a cornerback, he was too strong. Safeties couldn't outjump him. Gronk was a mismatch nightmare. And with Tom Brady throwing him passes, the Patriots' offense became nearly unstoppable. But what made Gronk special wasn't just the stats. It was his style of play. He loved to bulldoze defenders, break tackles, and keep running. His signature, Gronk spike, after touchdowns became one of the most iconic celebrations in sports. Injuries and comebacks. Of course, Gronk's journey wasn't all smooth sailing. His physical style of play took a toll on his body. Over the years, he battled multiple injuries, broken forearms, torn ligaments, and repeated back issues. At times, it looked like his career might be cut short. Yet every time he went down, Gronk fought his way back. His resilience became part of his legend. Fans admired not only his dominance, but also his toughness and determination to keep playing at an elite level, despite the setbacks. Super Bowl glory. When it comes to championships, Gronk delivered in the biggest moments. With the Patriots, he won 3 Super Bowls, making clutch catches and scoring touchdowns on the biggest stage. His chemistry with Tom Brady was unmatched, and together they formed one of the deadliest quarterback-tight end duos in NFL history. After briefly retiring in 2019 due to injuries, Gronk shocked the sports world by returning in 2020, but this time with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, reuniting with Brady. In his comeback season, he helped the Bucs win Super Bowl 55, scoring 2 touchdowns in the championship game. It was the perfect Hollywood ending for a player who thrived on the big stage. Life beyond football. Off the field, Rob Gronkowski became a superstar in his own right. Known for his fun-loving personality, he appeared in commercials, TV shows, and even wrestling events. He embraced the spotlight. But unlike many athletes, he managed to stay scandal-free, always keeping his reputation as a likable, larger-than-life figure. He also proved to be smart with his finances. Despite earning millions, Gronk once revealed that he lived off his endorsement money and saved nearly all of his NFL salary. It showed that beneath the party persona, he was a disciplined and thoughtful individual. Legacy. Rob Gronkowski's legacy is secure. He's widely regarded as one of the greatest tight ends in NFL history, blending size, skill, and charisma in a way no one had before. He changed the way the position was played, inspiring a new generation of athletic, pass-catching tight ends. But perhaps what makes Gronk most beloved is his authenticity. He played the game with joy, celebrated with passion, and lived life his way. Fans didn't just admire his talent, they connected with his personality. From a competitive childhood in New York to becoming a 4-time Super Bowl champion, Rob Gronkowski's journey is the story of a player who turned raw talent into greatness. He battled through injuries, defied expectations, and left behind a legacy that will inspire future athletes. Gronk wasn't just a football player, he was an entertainer, a warrior, and a game changer. And whether it was spiking the football after a touchdown or spiking a beach ball at one of his famous parties, Rob Gronkowski always did it his way, with power, passion, and a big smile.